Hey guys, Cam here from Sterling Garden Services. Just while we're getting the ute service today, I thought I might run through some of the battery gear we've been using from Husqvarna for the last few months. Today it's going to be the pole hedge trimmer. It's the Husqvarna H2O HE3. The first thing, once you actually get the machine running, there's two settings. There's your normal cutting setting and there's like an economy setting, which, to be honest, I don't really use. I guess if you were cutting through some, I like to think thicker stuff, I generally slow the machine down. But what I have found compared to the two-stroke machines is when you actually come across some heavier wood, they do tend to jam a little. And whereas the two-stroke machine will spit that piece of wood out, the battery machines tend to just stop. Most of the stuff we do is reasonably fine. It's not heavy. On fine work, they're just fine. There's no difference between them and the two-strokes apart from the noise. By golly, they're quiet. As far as cutting goes, they'll cut through fine stuff like butter. I suppose it all comes down to your blades. A new machine has new blades, but we haven't needed to sharpen these yet, and they're running all the time for, say, nearly 3 months. And what we have noticed is just the body. It just feels a lot better than carrying around the heavy two-stroke gear. Even the fact that when you just go to move a ladder, you can just put it down and it's quiet. It's off. It's not sitting there rumbling away. And on some higher hedges, quite often what we do is we leave the machine up the top of the hedge. We come back down the ladder, go back up and just pick it up. Whereas a two-stroke machine, you'll just be spitting hot exhaust fumes all over the hedge and burning it. Oh, by the way, for anyone who is interested, these ladders, these orchard ladders are bloody great. Like, they're aluminium, they're light, they're so stable on ground. You probably can't tell. We're on a bit of a hill here, but you don't get the wobbles up at all. There's 3 feet on the ground at all time, and you actually feel quite safe. So that's a bit of a win. So I think the short answer of the long question is two-stroke dead? No, it's not dead. It's just the battery stuff really is catching up, and it won't be too much further. Don't be too much longer until I think we as a business run battery gear 90% of the time. Probably everything outside of lawnmowers will be the battery gear. So I think, summing up in short, as far as recommendations for these machines is if you use them for their purpose and you're not trying to smash down real heavy, thick wood, they're just brilliant. We can't fault them. We've tried them, we've tested them. They're just so far faultless. And the batteries, I suppose what else it comes down to is the battery. Like, we're running a 9 amp hour battery, which on most jobs I've never had to stop and recharge, but we've got more than one. And yes, I still take a two-stroke machine out just in case. But so far so good, and look, many hours on the hedge trimmers, and they haven't let us down. So if you're thinking about going the battery gear and you're worried about batteries and where it's up to, hundreds of hours testing. I can't tell you how many hours we've done on these things, but it's a lot. The other thing is, like, we've never had to service it. There's no, apart from blade sharpening, as I said, we've never even sharpened these blades, and they've done a lot of hours. There's no servicing. There's no serviceable parts. So to me, that's a win. It's less downtime, and we're really happy with it. So go out and get one. See the boys at Shed Pakenham. Haha. See ya.